Squarespace gives you responsive controls for desktop and mobile, but tablet can sometimes sit on an awkward middle ground. Hi, I'm Nick, and in this video, I'll show you how to use SquareKicker to make smart tweaks to your tablet view of your website. We'll walk you through 3 steps to make your Squarespace designs feel polished and intentional on tablet. I'm going to show you how to preview and edit a live tablet view on your site, fix text wrapping and make style changes, and also hide blocks and even create a dedicated section only visible on tablet. And at the end, I'll share a quick pro tip for managing layout changes inside of Squarespace's grid. So let's jump into a website I've already set up. On desktop, this layout looks pretty good, but I want to see how it looks on tablet. So to do that, I'm going to click on my top SK menu, and then my devices, I'm going to click on tablet. This allows me to immediately see what my device looks like on tablet. Now, I can't drag and drop things on this screen, so I'm going to use SquareKicker to actually tweak these styles so that my tablet design looks great. I can also select any individual block or section, and I can immediately also see the device toggles as well, and I can select on desktop or select on tablet again. Now, for the next piece here, I'm just going to see that this block here, this text block actually has this text on 3 lines, and on desktop it only had 2. So to do this, I'm going to select the font tools and go into my heading, and then for my font size, I'm going to select 75%, which is going to allow my text to sit on 2 lines. But you can see on desktop, it's still on 2 lines. Also, you can see that this text down here on this button, it's wrapped on 2 lines, and I really want to stick on 2. So I'm going to go to this button size here and select font and bring that down to 75% as well. Cool, the next piece is I can see that on desktop, this button here has a really nice hover effect. I'm gonna show you here by clicking play, and as I hover on it, I have this dark background color. But as we know on touch devices such as tablets, they don't have rollover effects creating this nice hover effect. So I just want it to be black at all times. So to do that, I'm gonna go back into my edit mode and select my button, go into my tablet mode, and here's where I'm going to find my button. And so the background, choose my background color to a black background. And in my font color, I'm gonna select a light color. So now you can see on tablet, I have a dark background color for my button, but on desktop, it still has the really nice hover effect here. So lastly, I'm actually gonna set up a different block altogether so I have a unique button just for my desktop and a unique button just for tablet. So to do that, I'm gonna duplicate this block now, just to see what this design will look like on tablet, and drag it over to here. And I'm gonna expand it the whole way through, make it a little bit bigger. That's looking pretty good. Now on tablet, let's just go over to my tablet view again. And then you can see that this button here is looking pretty good on tablet. Now I want this to show up only on tablet now. So to do that, I'm gonna select my visibility here. Visibility allows me to show this button on certain devices. So I only want to show up on tablet and mobile, and disable it on laptop and desktop. I'm gonna do the same, but in reverse for this button here. So I'm gonna take this button and go to visibility, and I wanna hide it on tablet and mobile. Let's just see how this looks. Click my play button. Now I can see that this button is showing up on desktop rather, but on tablet, it swaps it out for a completely new button down here, which is looking a lot nicer on my tablet. Next, I can actually design a completely new section that only shows up, just like I did with the button, but actually I have a completely new design just for my tablet. So click into my desktop, and I can see that this section down here is looking great. I have some magnetic motion here, my buttons and my text aligning really great for desktop. Now this is looking awesome. Now, if I go over to my tablet section, you can see that this is looking a bit squished now. The button has been wrapping funny, the spacing is all out of line. It's not looking great. So I've actually made this whole new section of content just for my tablet that's looking way nicer. So what I wanna do is now I wanna show this and swap these sections for individual devices. So same thing, go to extension and visibility, and I want this to be only shown on desktop and laptop and hide it on tablet and mobile. Next, I'm gonna go into my preview section I showed you earlier, go to my extension and visibility, and this is where I'm going to hide it on my desktop and laptop and only visible on tablet and mobile. Let's see how that looks. So there you have my desktop section, which is looking really nice and great there. And if I switch over to tablet, I can see this section has been swapped out perfectly for my tablet. Earlier in this video, I mentioned that dragging blocks around on tablet view will affect other screen sizes as well. If you move blocks around in this way, sometimes the grid system will automatically add extra rows or spacing to accommodate the wrapping of these smaller screens. So if something suddenly feels a bit spaced out, or the desktop and tablet don't line up, don't panic. You can fix this by going to your desktop and just tidying this up. Let me just show you what this means and what this looks like. So if I click the G key, I can see my grids here looking evenly spaced out and looking great. But if I head over to my tablet view, we can see that a few of the grids are a little bit stretched out, and when I click on it and move things around a little bit, things get a little bit spaced out and you didn't mean to. So let's head up to my desktop again and see what this looks like. Cool, you can see here there's a whole bunch of extra space that's just shown up because I dragged some things around on tablet. So to fix that, you just drag them back up here and you should be good to go again. And there's a nice little trick here. If you double click on this blue icon at the bottom, it cleans up all the space, allowing you to fix up your screen layouts in no time. So there you have it. 3 simple steps for improving your tablet designs with SquareKicker. You can use a device toggle to preview your designs, use tools to make specific tweaks just for your tablet, and create dedicated blocks or sections unique for tablet. This gives you so much control over how your Squarespace designs look across multiple screen sizes. Hope this was helpful and it makes your best designs look even better on tablet screens. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see what tablet designs you create with SquareKicker.